So just wanted to talk today about how to bring your house to the next level of coziness, because that is like my favorite thing in the entire world, to create such a cozy space that when you look at it you just feel warm and fuzzy and amazing. So as probably most people know, a cozy space requires fairy lights, right? So I have fairy lights behind me, and I have fairy lights ahead of me, and I have fairy lights in every direction. Fairy lights just fucking fly, seriously. Now, I'm probably gonna have to get that fly swat and try and get rid of them. Anyway, so there they are. Anyway, I must not get distracted by fly because they make really horrible sounds and it's affecting the aesthetic of this video. Anyway, so fairy lights are just so freaking amazing. And what I really found amazing is during Christmas time, like Kmart and Target has really cheap fairy lights for like $10 for like a whole thing. And I bought one for the Christmas tree, and I was surprised by that it still works, you know, as well as the $40 ones that I mean, it hasn't shown any sign of wear yet, so hopefully that it stays that way, so you don't have to spend too much on it. And sometimes, like, I know it's a pain in the ass to put it around the house, so maybe you can even just put it over something, like, just over a bookcase or something that makes it feel really nice. That's one thing I really love about it, like, just having it, like, kind of go over a bookcase. I mean, maybe you could buy shorter ones so you can just put them around like a curtain or something rather than like have it all go around the house, because when it does that and it breaks, it is like the biggest, most annoying thing to get rid of and fix. So fairy lights is definitely something. Now I want to go and get a really nice little thing that I feel like is very important, so I'll be right back. Trying to escape elegantly. Escaping elegantly. Excuse me when I accidentally stuff. Now, you can't have a cozy space without a cozy sign like this. This has to be one of my favorite signs of all time. And it's from TK Maxx, and it was like, what, $7 or $8? And just having this somewhere, it could be on a wall, it can be displayed on a shelf, just brings such a cozy feeling. Like, if I was actually you know, not so lazy and stuff, I might even draw something like this because it's so lovely. I mean, I just, okay, anything to do with hot chocolate and that warm winter, you know, the mug vibe is cozy. So I absolutely love this so much. This is just one of the many signs that TK Maxx have around Christmas time. So I suggest going there during like the early days of late days of October. They have a lot of these out at that time. And of course, a lot of, like, I've been to markets that also have like these really cool signs. I just think it's so nice to put it around the house. It just makes it feel so, ooh, you know, ooh. And another thing I'll add in here that's totally random is a cup of coffee, because nothing is more cozy than a cup of coffee, right? So the next thing I suggest to have is some plants, because plants really give that warm, fuzzy vibe. And I know that if you're not a very good, good at, I shouldn't say it like if you're not very good, like that just sounds mean. What I mean is if you're not that great at taking care of plants, and then if you know, accidentally killed a few plants, the one that I find that the absolute best plant to have is the devil's ivy. For some reason that one won't die. Like, I don't want to jinx it, but it's like I have it here, and it's not even that bright in this room most of the times. Like, it can be dark, it can be bright, it depends. There's no real like light that's coming through, and it's been growing like crazy. It just like got like so long, and it's still going, and it's in this tiny pot that I water once a week, and it's still going, and it looks so healthy. And I just think that plant will just thrive anywhere. I mean, I've had other plants that don't do well indoors if you don't take particular care of it, like some of those really difficult to take care of plants. I can't think of any of the names, but But devil's ivy is one thing that is so easy. Like, I think that even a beginner, as long as you don't have these moths that lay eggs in it and eat all the leaves, which don't kill it, but it just makes it look really ugly. But besides that, it actually is just so easy to take care of. And it looks so nice around that you have this like bit of green. Just, it makes it look so pretty. So yeah, having some plants. And let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Alright, let's see here. See, I have this plant right here, right? This, look at how, like, look at this. It goes all around. Oh my god, right? Like, it's still going. And it originates, I think, yeah, I don't even know where it originates, but it's still going. Like, look at this. Look at this. It's still going. Yeah, that's how long this plant is. It's so cool. So another thing that I find really nice is having a lot of art. Just really, really cute art. I think that's one of my favorite things. And with art pieces, like, you don't even have to frame them. What I really love doing is having a wall of art. I just find that so comforting to look at, and you can display so many different art pieces, and they can be small, big, a mixture. You can put like a, what do you call those things? Those hanging things, and then you can just even staple, if you know, not staple, sorry, I'm very wild thought. No, you can put like a peg on, like a pegboard or something. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. No. Yeah. But having a wall of art is so great, because every time you go to these like conventions or artist alleys and markets, like there are cozy markets, and it's just so great to add another one to your collection, because you get to display so many different styles as well. Like you can have some that's more, I don't know, you could just add, it's like your own little wall of like things that you love. I just really adore my little wall art ahead of me. So I'm going to show that in a moment while I drinking my coffee. But yeah, it's just so amazing, and you can, if you're an artist yourself, you can always add your own art to it. But I just love collecting art. I just love it. It's so, it just feels so cool to add like an art piece that I really love onto the wall, because I hate it when I just buy things and they get you know, stocked away in a drawer. But having it displayed is so cool. This is what I'm talking about with the wall of art. Look at this. Like here you have so many different styles. Like I bought them from different events. Some I got online, some of them I got, you know, in markets. But there's always really cool ones, because like, I just love the different artwork. Like they all fit together, but they're all so unique. So it's just so lovely. It's one of my favorite things to have in the house, is my little wall of art. Yes, see, look at that. The next thing that I think is really important is thrifted furniture. So I've been really lucky. Sometimes when I go to the op shop, and I have my little cat behind me, I see some really nice vintage looking large furniture that costs only about $200 when I bought them, and they also deliver for like a very good price. Like I think it was like $80 delivery. It's just so big and so sturdy and just really good looking. Like a lot of times, like these days, you can't really find those furniture out in the shops anymore. They don't look as nice. Like they just look very new and modern, but I feel like a cozy vibe requires some vintage furniture. And I mean like just like old wood style. Like I just love that wood. I just love that wood color. So I feel like that really adds to the space. So luckily I've been able to find a one of those hutch. So it's got the top and the bottom and the cabinets and stuff. And I also have a very big computer desk that is vintage as well, and I love it. And I also found a apothecary cabinet that wasn't gotten from a thrifted store, that was more from a vintage store, but you know what, it's all really good. I feel like that is so important. I have the desk that is the thrifted desk. Here you go. Like, it looks so sturdy and big and beautiful, right? I just love it. It's like sometimes the drawers may not all close correctly. I mean, there might be a little bit of brokenness here and there, but it's still overall just so good, and I love the color of it. I just think that fits together with the cozy atmosphere so well. So if you can or get a chance to, go and go to the larger thrift stores that have furniture very often, and you might just find something very special. This is probably one of my most proud finds, because this one has so many, oh my god, it's so special. Even though this barely fits in my house, but I just love it. It's, believe it or not, I got this for $200. It looks so much more expensive, right? I feel like something like this should cost about like $2,000, but yeah, it was very, very good price. This is like more of a vintage style bookshelf, and it's just so cool. I feel like having a bookshelf also really, really adds to the vintage feel and the cozy atmosphere. A vintage style bookshelf and fill it with vintage books. Well, no, you don't have to fill it with all vintage books, but just having a lot of books. I mean, I am not a reader. I don't read very often, but I just love having books because I think it smells nice, and also because sometimes it's more for the nostalgia. Like, I have a lot of books that I read when I was a child, and these are like older books that I don't necessarily have to reread them, or like I can just feel like, oh, it's something I used to love, so it's nice to have there. And sometimes I'll just like to flip through the books to see the pictures. And you can have books, if you're not a reader, you can still enjoy books. Maybe just get some picture books, or books that with a lot of beautiful artwork, which is the same as picture books. I don't even know why I made it into two different things, but yeah. Books are just so cozy, and then having a really nice cozy space for you to sit is amazing. Like a little my dream is to get one of those round cuddle chairs. Like, they're so cool, and then have it like, you know, those round cuddle cozy chairs, and then put it with blankets and pillows. That's my dream. So yeah, that's something that I'm working on. But right now I just have a lovely couch behind me, and that's good because it's one of the really, really fun things to fill it with cozy cushions and cozy, what do you call that thing? Blankets, throws, those type of things. And it's just so much fun to decorate that little space. So yeah, hopefully these are really good tips on, you know, not too bland and boring tips on how to make your room or house cozy. I'll come up with more advanced tips in the future. Not that I have a very advanced space or anything, but I just, yeah, it's just one of my favorite things. Oh, and one last thing. You can't have a cozy space without having a cozy pumpkin. Because pumpkins are everything, right? I just love pumpkins. That's from TK Maxx. And yeah, if you get a chance during Halloween season, go to the TK Maxx and they'll have a lot of pumpkin stuff. A lot of them. And I love this pumpkin pillow. I just think it's so cute and cozy. Yes, anyway, hope you have a really lovely day, and I will see you soon.